Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 21 of Task Force Unlikely Peace and Quiet. So, last episode.
Everything was fine.
Everything was fine. Hold on, let me. Last episode, you guys started to explore the house that you were given, and you found a multitude of secret doors and levers. You explored them. You overheard a conversation between the matron mother and someone else, and you noped out of that. Partially because you were overhearing it from a trap door that you probably shouldn't have been above. You found a closet trying to steal a pamphlet on lichdom. You swiftly murdered that, found another closet, murdered that. Then found a series of demons who had infiltrated the city, one of whom was masquerading as a drow. You dealt with them, brought it back to the matron mother, who compelled it to speak the truth, and then questioned it. You guys went to bed. In the morning, she said she had disposed of it. And then you guys witnessed some backsassing from another drow, and then you guys, Tarbek and Kaw started the ritual, and then a figure which Kaw recognized as Orcus appeared and said that he was going to kill everyone and he just wanted some peace and quiet. And, there are noise ordinances even in the Underdark, and it's just not cool. So, okay.
You get the demon cops called on us?
Those must be the worst kind.
Also really bad at enforcing the law.
That's probably... Well, let's not get too political here.
I was about to say... we could go some places with that, and let's maybe not.
By the way, I have that drow who the matron mother was talking to written in my notes as Karen Drow.
Yes, you guys dubbed her Karen. That is not her name, but that was what she.
Her name is Karan.
It's KA''RR''N.
Of house, can I speak to your manager?
Oberanzan, of course.
Yeah.
Can I speak to your manager?
2 fingers on the counter. No, first of all.
That's the sigil.
It's just... Hey. Okay.
I was like that, the silhouette of the haircut.
You know, if the demons aren't going to kill us, the drow most certainly are.
Oh, for sure.
So, as this visage breaks the storm clouds that appeared above you, what do you guys do?
Maybe if we ignore it, it'll go away.
You're just going to look at Gayle just to confirm that she did indeed see that.
Yeah.
Alright. Navira's going to proceed to enlist the help of Gayle, and 1, setting up as many protections around Kaw and Tarbek as possible, and 2, initiating any sort of protocol that she has for defending against demons, preparing any sort of countermeasures, things that she knows they're weak to, just frantically doing that as much as she possibly can.
Tarbek is like doubling up on the salt and holy water.
Most of this wine was for the ritual. Now a small amount of it is for drink.
Okay. Just quick swig. Can I get Constitution saving throws from Tarbek and Kaw?
Oh, thank goodness he didn't say initiative.
No.
Yeah, but Constitution ain't much better.
Well, I mean,
Tarbek's pretty tough, right?
it's kind of in the name. And am I within 10 feet of Navira?
Yes, we'll say you are.
+3 aura.
17.
17.
18.
18. Okay. You both, while you notice what's happening, you are not sufficiently distracted from your spell, and you can continue casting the ritual.
Can you just come back in like 11 hours?
I'm sorry, we didn't put you on hold.
Oh, okay.
Please wait.
Telemarketing was invented by the Abyss. Not a lot of people know that. They think it's a devil thing. It's not.
Kaw's beak opens and you just hear hold music.
Okay. So, Navira and Gayle, you are both, you've stepped forward, and Gayle, Navira, you're trying to think of some defenses you can sort of exploit here. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And any sort of offense that we can put around ourselves that will, one, let us continue to finish the spell, and two, prevent any sort of demon onslaught either now or later in the future.
Okay, so some quick spells would be useful are Magic Circle, Protection from Evil and Good, Protection from Poison is typically useful against demons. A lot of them are poisonous. And then you can see that there are drow soldiers falling in around you and creating like a V formation in front of you as if to protect you from the demon lord of Undeath.
All right,
I'll cast slowly moving.
Protection. I'll catch some protection from evil and good because I do have that one prepared.
Okay. Who would you like to target with protection from evil and good?
I'll do two. I'll protect Tarbek and Kaw.
Can you protect
That was
two?
going to be my question.
If I can't, then I'll just... If I can't...
Go with Kaw.
Yeah. Cause a bit squishier.
It is one willing.
Okay. Well, can I spend 2 spell slots and do it twice?
No, because it's
It is a
concentration.
No.
So,
Okay! So I'll hold that on Claw.
okay.
What else can I do?
Gayle, you don't have that spell, do you? It is a wizard spell, but I don't think you have it.
What?
Protection from evil and good?
No.
Okay. Didn't seem like a Gale spell, but I just wanted to make sure.
I have like 6 spells.
Yeah, I'm a little busy to cast that right now.
Okay. So a warding aura appears around Lady Kaw as she continues with Tarbek kind of passing back and forth the Frankenstein ritual they've come up with.
Okay. And I'll take up a defensive stance close enough to both of them and get Gayle in my vicinity as well so I can keep my aura on them.
Okay. Excellent. Lady Kaw, as you are casting your spell, you once again have you have the flash of a vision you have had before, and you see Gayle fall into spider webs, and spider legs consume her and kind of drag her down, and you flash back into awareness of the situation at hand. And rather suddenly, a tall and beautiful drow woman appears. She is wearing a dress of gleaming black and purple chainmail. Her torso and arms are covered in fine spider silk wrappings, and her shoulders are covered in intricate black spiderweb design of the same chainmail. And she quickly walks past all of you And she briefly looks at Gayle and says to you, Gayle, "Granddaughter, tell your friends to hurry." And then she, in the middle of the town square, shapeshifts into a half spider, half woman, and leaps at Orcus.
Well, at least Grandma's badass.
Yeah.
Tarbek's eye kind of twitches as he tries to focus on the ritual and ignore just what happened. Look, we've all got strange people in our families. It's, clench his teeth.
Huh.
I mean, if Spider Grandma wants to fight, I see no problem in aiding her in her fight against the demon.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it, Spider Grandma.
Everybody roll initiative.
All right.
Oh, I was joking about that.
Oh, cool. Starting off with the real high numbers. I rolled a 2.
A 2? Okay.
Yeah.
I got a 15.
Anybody get above a 15?
I got a 15 too.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Gayle beats me on that.
14.
I guess we're kind of just stuck performing this ritual, huh?
Well, so let me get my books, and then I will tell you what the deal is.
I mean, hopefully, if me, Gayle, and the soldiers and Spider Grandma do our jobs well enough, you won't have to.
Where the hell are my creature books? Oh, they're there. Okay. Let's see. Oops. That's too far. So, Kaw and Tarbek, as long as one of you is currently concentrating on the spell, the other one can take an action. So, ostensibly, you can alternate initiatives if you'd like. Or if Kaw just wants to concentrate on the spell, Tarbek can take an action for a couple rounds, and vice versa. Okay. Let's see.
It's good that we're going one before the other. It'll work. We can work that out every turn.
Every turn. So that's good that you guys are that initiative wise. So, Orcus seems rather busy with the spider grandma, who has pulled out two like obsidian black scimitars, and it's just they're hacking away. He has a wand with a human skull on the end of it, and a big sword. And he's kind of trading off, whacking her with the sword and the mace, and she's just tearing into him with her scimitars. So, but pouring from out of the area around Orcus, these little demonic abominations start falling to the earth and charging at the drow soldiers. And then something much larger comes out. And it looks like that.
Ew.
No. reply is no.
So, the little shitty demons get to go first.
Ooh.
You stink.
Oh, come on. That's so rude.
Your existence is rude.
Quite literally.
And they will start to clash against the soldiers who all, Helm's Deep style, fall into line with their shields and swords. And several of them fall over against the pressing wave of these demons, but others hold fast and start to repel them. And then it is Gale's turn.
Gale's just looking around at all this chaos and everything. I guess she'll just... I don't know. I guess she'll just send out... I guess she'll just... cast Fairy Fire on the little guys, or
Okay.
how many she can get.
Okay, awesome. And what's the area of effect on Fairy Fire?
Let me look that up. Boop, 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 boop. I think it's like 30 feet. Oh, 60 feet. I'm sorry. And they have to make dexterity save.
Okay. So you can catch, let's say, 6 of them, and 4 will fail, 2 will succeed. So the 2 on the right will fail, or will succeed, and then the other 4 will fail.
Nice.
Gross voice up there. Anything else, Gale?
Then Gale will go just step behind Navira and have a panic attack.
Okay. Tarbek and Kaw.
Who wants to go this turn?
Have a couple options that I think would be pretty good if you want to concentrate for this turn.
I would be happy to. A lot of my options require a 5th level spell slot, which I think I might be using to do this.
Okay, so Tarbek's got this. Kaw's gonna really quickly turn around,
Okay.
cast Death Ward on Gale, and
Okay.
then cast Sanctuary on Tarbek.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Aw.
Awesome.
And that's my action, my bonus action, and I'm not moving anywhere because I have a ritual to do.
Okay. Yeah. Let me pull up Sanctuary just because I never remember how that works. Okay.
I should probably also pull up Sanctuary. Oh, it's not concentration. Cool.
No, it's not. Neither is Death Ward. So it's pretty much if I want to attack Tarbek, I have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Correct.
Yeah.
Tarbek is gonna progressively get holier.
Okay. Wow. So Kaw's good and eviled.
Does end if you take an offensive action. So if you cast a spell that does damage, or if you use the attack action, it does end Sanctuary.
But
I
if you,
will not be doing either
yeah,
of
if you
those.
cast healing or support spells, you're perfectly fine.
Yeah. And question.
Mhm.
My action would be to concentrate on this. Could I still use my bonus action for stuff?
Yes, as long as it's to cast a spell that doesn't require concentration.
Okay.
I'll say you can't move, but you can use a bonus action.
Okay. Again, really holy looking here, like.
So, Tarbek's been sanctuaried, And Gale's been death warded. Okay.
Censer in one hand, flag and a veil in the other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's Tarbek and Kaw. The Drow soldiers will go. And they will tear in to the Rudderkin. And some of them even get crits because of Gale's advantage.
Woo.
So let's see. Try on this book under elves.
Hold the line. Must be out of his mind.
Okay. Now I'll take some damage. Okay. The big gross demon will go.
Did it not?
Yeah.
It's really slow, though. So it's going to take a bit to get to you guys. So it will float out and start to float down. And then it is Navira's turn.
All right, can I get to Big Gross Floaty Demon, or is he too far above me?
You can get to him.
All right, cool. I'm gonna hit that guy.
Okay.
That's a 25 to hit.
That is a hit.
All right, I'm gonna hit him with level 3 Divine Smite,
That's a big number.
because I can. So let's get out the ungodly amount of dice that I get to roll for this.
Good spell. Focus on the Overlord first. Then it can't spot our invisible unit, and they can't control all of their minions.
All right, math time. 10, 15, 17, 25 plus 8, 33 points of damage.
Okay.
And
Mamma
that is
mia.
the first attack. Second
Paladins
attack,
are neat.
Mm-hmm.
same as the first,
Mm-hmm.
except I'm not going to do a level 3 Divine Smite if I hit because I want to keep a level 3 slot open in case something happens. That's a 23 to hit.
Is a hit.
All right. But was that really? It should have been really. Hang on. Did I get through? You know what? Never mind. It's fine. Whatever.
Say that again. Sorry?
I was just seeing if I made a mistake, but I don't think I did.
Okay.
Math. Wait, no. Gotta reroll 2 of them. Oh, okay, cool. 6, 9, 14, 18. Plus 8 is 26 points of damage.
Okay, cool.
And then I am going to get. Well, no, I can't do that unless I disengage. All right.
Okay. Back up to the top. There they are. Okay. Okay. 2 of the Drow soldiers will fall, and the Rudderkin will charge towards Navira and will stop at Navira because she is the front line of you guys right now. But they've used their attacks already on the Drow, so they've just come up to you.
Good.
Big mistake.
I mean, I don't. My specialty is hitting one target and hitting one target very hard.
Gale.
Gayle sees the 2 guys come up to Navira.
Mm-hmm.
So she will cast Scorching Ray at. So take one guy gets 2 and the other guy gets 1.
Okay.
Okay. So that is a 21 to hit.
Is a hit.
Oh, that's a natural 20 for the second one.
Bum, 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 bum.
And then that's a 23 to hit the third one.
Oh, yes,
Now
hit.
my brain is always going to think that Scorching Ray sounds like an air horn. Thank you, Gayle.
It's got 3 of them, so it's just... Womp, womp, womp.
Wow.
We got Ray, Romano, Charles.
So
Oh, is the crit the one that goes beep, 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 beep?
So first hit is 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then, oop. Goodbye, dice.
No, come back.
The second crit is 6 times 2 is 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the third one gets 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Yay!
So the one you crit falls over.
Cool.
Okay. And then, but the other one is still standing.
I helped.
You did.
Gal calls out.
Tarbek and Kaw.
You keep going at it. I don't have any good spells for this.
Okay, is there a place where I can set off a fireball that'll hit the big thing and won't hit any of my friends?
Yes.
Slash allies?
Yes.
Neat, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. As you can guess, this thing is so dexterous.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it has a great dex.
Okay. What's your spell save DC?
16.
16. Well, it rolled a 17. Minus 4 is failing your dex save.
We picked a good one. Dex saves.
And the little guy also failed his dex save.
Hello?
Hello?
Did you say
Excuse
something?
me, I'm rolling an amount of dice.
Gotcha.
Morden, blessed be thy name, father of doors and crafter of great stone wonders, even in this dark and desolate place, beset by fiends, let us find your grace. Let us find protection in your infinite wisdom and mercy. And Tarbek is sort of rattling these off as he's getting more and more nervous about what's going on around him.
All of this is underscored by Navira's battle screaming.
Yeah, basically.
It is a mixture of intense battle rage and also intense battle anxiety about dealing with a bunch of demons again.
Mm-hmm. And, like, Tarbek is, like, full concerned dad every time there's, like, a sword, or there's, like, a sword clash, or, like, someone gets hit. He's like,
28 points of fire damage.
Okay. So the little guy is incinerated.
Yay.
You think that the big thing is maybe resistant to fire, but it will still take some of that. Okay. And not quite. Okay. That was Kaw, and Tarbek is reciting a Hail Moradin.
And just to be clear, this is in Dwarven.
Of course.
Maybe Primordial.
Okay. Did you want
A
to
couple
use?
swears in Primordial.
Did you want to use your bonus action for anything?
Has anyone taken damage yet?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. Have any of the Drow soldiers went down?
Some of them are down.
If any of them look like they are still alive, I'd like to give them a healing word.
Okay, yeah. There's one who's kind of clutching their chest, but is still clutching their chest. They're not like rigor mortising or anything. They seem to still be breathing.
All right. Look, they're NPCs, but I think they're worth saving.
Okay. Yeah.
Plus, I've got a lot of... So I'll give them a level 1 healing word.
Okay.
And that'll be... Whoop. They get... it's plus my wisdom modifier, right?
Yes.
Or her spell slot and your wisdom modifier.
8 points of health back.
Okay.
And
You can see the... Go ahead.
Just to sort of embellish a bit, they'll probably hear a clanging hammer in the distance as that happens because Moradin.
Okay.
I know it's not okay here, but whatever.
You can see their breathing stabilizes, and they reaffix their shield and pick back up their scimitar, and they'll probably stand and fight again on their turn.
And I imagine the healing word was probably up and at him.
Which is it is his turn. As you healed him and he stands, the drow grandmother who is fighting Orcus waves her hand, and the drow who just stood and kind of repositioned himself doubles over.
Oh.
And then you can see from his 2 legs, 2 spider legs burst out of it, and then 2 more, and so on until a full spider, half of a spider body appears, and he screams in pain as he has become a drider.
This is advanced, wow. This, I don't even think LOL people like this stuff. This is beyond even them.
All of the other drow soldiers are like...
Yeah, becoming a drider is generally drow for you done goofed.
Yeah. He fell in battle. Okay.
Now I feel like I wasted a spell slot.
You got him back up. So it's a drider with hit points now. And the drider will go crazy and murder one of the demons. And the other drow will fall in line and attack. Okay. Those were all good rolls. So there are 2 of the rudderkin left and the big floaty mass of parts. Okay. The mass of parts will go, and it is adjacent to Navira.
It gets if it's a fiend, it gets a +3 on its damage.
Okay. So it will bite you.
Oh, good.
20 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 12 piercing damage and 12 acid damage.
Ow!
Mamma mia.
And then it will... let me show you the art again, because it's got something on it that it's going to attack you with. So, might be a little hard to see. It's covered in chains, and the chains are going to lash out at you. Well, 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, the chains bounce off of your armor.
Deflect it. Because, ow. Not letting anything else hurt.
Okay. And then it is your turn, Navira.
Oh, this thing is dead meat.
Yes, but what are you going to do to it?
I'm gonna kill it some more. 18 to hit?
18 is a miss.
Oh, well, piss. Try again then. 25 hits.
That is a
I
hit.
know for a fact. And we'll hit it with a level 2 Divine Smite this time as well. Math, 10, 14, 18, 21, 29 points of
Okay. Bloodied.
we just now.
It was very close to bloodied before, and then you smacked it well past bloodied. But yes.
Meep.
Okay. Anything else on your turn, Navira?
That's about all I can do, so
Okay.
let other people wail on it for a little bit.
Little gross demon will attack Navira. That's a miss. And attack one of the drowns. That's a miss. Okay. Gayle, it is your turn.
I guess Gayle will pull out her rapier and run up to the little guy attacking Navira
Okay.
and just wail on him.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I'm not going to take out the big guy.
Not with that kind of attitude.
Nope. That's a dirty 20.
Is a hit.
Okay. So that's 7 points of damage.
Okay. With sneak attack?
Oh, do I get sneak attack?
Because Navira is next to him.
Oh, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So add 1, 2, 3, 10, 13. So 17 points of damage
Okay.
altogether.
So that will kill the other little demon.
Yay!
So there's one of those guys left. Anything else on your turn, Gayle?
Gayle will, I guess disengage and run back to Tarbek and Kaw just to make sure they're over there.
Okay. Okay, excellent. And Navira, did you increase the smites by 1d8 because it's a fiend?
No, I did not. I didn't know that was a thing.
So if you divine smite a fiend or undead, you add another d8. So go ahead and roll 3d8.
All right.
Happens to be an undead fiend, so you get 2d8s?
That's not how 5th edition works.
I can try.
4th edition,
Okay, so
there were
that-
like all kinds of different layers of creatures, but not in 5e.
You know what? Honestly, I appreciate the effort.
This is what happens when I don't read. That's a total of 11 points of more of damage.
Okay. Okay. So it has taken some more damage. And then it is Tarbek's and Kaw's turn.
How much damage have you taken, Navira?
24 points in total. I mean, I've
Would-
still got quite a bit left. I could probably take a few more hits.
I don't want to risk it.
I mean, not a couple more 24-point hits, but
Do you have healing spells slotted higher than level 1st? Because if so, it is your turn.
Oh no, I can heal with holy healing word at up to 5th level.
You can't use a 5th level spell slot because you're hallowing.
Yeah, not a 5th level spell slot, but I will use a. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna throw a 4th level healing word on Navira.
Okay.
I don't
thank
usually like
you.
doing that, but. Okay, that's 5, 9. 13 plus 5. You get 18 points of health back.
And with renewed health, I increase my onslaught on that stupid flesh grease monster. He looks like something you pulled out of a drain.
He does look like something you pull out of a drain.
And the healing word is stuff him back in the drain. No, don't stuff him back in the drain.
He's from the Abyss's sewer.
Ugh.
You
know they've got a creature like that in the works, though.
I mean,
Gain
somehow
another
even
8
more
as
disgusting
well,
than this guy.
Because
Remember, to maintain our sewage monsters, always flush your chains.
what'd you say? What'd you say, Jay?
Navira may gain another 8 as well. More
Thank
8
you.
potency.
Yeah, that actually maxes me out.
2 clerics are better than 1.
Even though one of them only ever slots healing spells at their minimum level, which I should really stop.
Well, you can cast any spell at a higher level.
If I prepared at a higher level for that day.
No,
That's not how it works.
that's not how it works in 5e. As long as you have it
That's how-
prepared, you can cast it at any level.
Okay, never mind. 21 episodes in, I'm still learning how I work.
That's
And did you guys know clerics have ritual casting?
they did. Yeah, we found that out last episode, right?
I just want to point out I was using it for like the first 20 episodes, but
I know you were using it.
Different kinds of clerics. Anything else on your turn, Jay?
Run back to the ritual in case I get to trade off next.
Okay, excellent. The soldiers and Drider. Okay. They'll kill the little demon, and then the Drider will turn on the big thing. And use its sword, because its bite won't do anything. And it will hit once. Okay. The Sibrix, or Sibrix. Let's see. It's Mied.
Kybrex?
Does it have any other states of being besides Miad?
Soggy.
Mad and soggy.
Mad and soggy. Navira, can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh, good. I'm great at those.
You get your thing.
Yeah, I do. 15?
15? Okay. This thing kind of, like, convulses, and then through all of its mouths, it spits bile at you.
Oh, good. It's soggy.
Gross.
And you take 38 acid damage.
Oh my god!
Christ! Okay.
Gross.
What are you doing to our poor girl?
Well,
Putting on her.
the aura of hate increased its damage.
Oh, good. I don't even know how to do the math for that, so I'm gonna pull out the calculator app on my computer. Because oh, God. Minus 38, you said?
Yes.
Cool. I am down to 45 points. And now Navira is also doggy.
And Miad.
Navira, it's your turn.
Alright. Fuck this. I am going to use my 3rd level spell slot to hit this guy where it hurts, because I do not like being soggy. That's a miss. We're going to try that again.
Okay.
That's more like it. 26.
That's a hit.
Okay. Now I get 2 for my sword. And then it's how many? 5? Fourth level or what? God, I'm bad at this.
So at what level are you spending it at? Third?
Third level.
So third level
it's
is
4.
Yeah.
Plus
So it's
the 1 for
so it's 5d8 plus your 2d6.
plus my 2d6. Gotcha. Okay. We got 3 1s in that I get to reroll. Hell yeah. Hell yeah! Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So 11, 19, 26, 33, 36, 39, 47.
Oh! Well, you didn't have to tell me the last number because you killed it at 39 exactly. But so 47. So how do you want to destroy this terrible soggy boy?
Oh, I cut this thing in half.
Okay. It's all anime because
Head
it's
to groin. Go through.
tip to taint.
Goes hot, you missed, and then just
Glows down its middle section and then just explodes. Nice. Okay.
You just stand there like breathing heavily, dripping acid, glaring at whatever enemy is left. And if there isn't any enemy left, at Orcus.
Gross, 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 gross.
Does it do anything when it dies?
woo, Navira, yeah.
No, okay. Okay. No, that's it. Okay, so hopefully that's not going to be a problem. Okay. So you slash this thing in half, and it oozes and sloshes apart, and the drow have killed the last demon, and they start to assess their dead and are noticeably shunning the Drider, who kind of grabs its head and kind of drunkenly staggers off into the caves.
Oh dear.
And you can see Orcus and the grandmother spider are continuing to slash at each other, but it seems like grandmother has the upper hand, and she kind of dunks on Orcus and shoves him back through the cloud cover, and you can hear his voice say, "This isn't over."
I don't want to mess with Grandma.
Grandma Spider dunks on Demon Lord Orcus is our clickbait title for this episode.
And
then the next 11 hours pass uneventfully, and we can all leave happily.
he's you can hear as the cloud cover starts to disappear, Orcus says, "Just bring me the artifact, and I will leave you in peace."
I don't know, it kind of contradicts the whole speech at the start when you said you were going to wipe out all life and existence in the multiverse so you could have peace and quiet.
I don't have to make sense. I'm Orcus.
That point.
All right, we're hanging up now. Bye.
Come on.
Get off the phone.
The end call dial tone. Click begin.
I will continue to terrorize. Red at 7:08 p.m.
Really? I really hope none of the drow around here speak Dwarven, because if so, I am going to get executed for heresy for that little speech I gave.
You tried to save one of their soldiers, though. They do appreciate that.
I don't, do they?
Kinda. In a weird way, yes. It's... They didn't die by being backstabbed.
In the right place.
Yeah.
He screwed up by dying.
Yeah. Okay.
He was caught slipping. That's on him.
The drow, the grandmother spider, will, clinging to the ceiling still, snap her fingers, and a portal of purplish energy will appear in front of her with kind of a black spiderweb pattern over it, and she will walk through that. You can see that the soldiers are, again, tending to themselves. The matron mother will kind of come running back down the street, since that fight really didn't take that long. She comes running down the street, and the drow you guys have dubbed Karen also appears. And Karen will point at the previously where Orcus was and say, "We simply have to give in to his demands. We can't fight Orcus."
Were you not here for the speech at the start with the whole destroy the world thing?
Navira is going to turn on Karen and as good as undercommon as she can speak, tell her, I have 40 years of battle experience that to tell you why that is a bad idea.
She will say,
40?
Yeah, Navira's in her 40s.
Oh, she started young, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Such is the way of devils.
End quote.
She will say, it will, even if it simply buys us time, we don't care about whatever artifact this is. We don't even know what it is. We didn't know about it until these outsiders came. It's not precious to us. It's not precious to the Church of Lulth. She says, it will buy us time to ready our defenses against another incursion from Orcus. I don't know if you all saw, that was Orcus.
Oh no, we're well aware. The thing is, if they get a hand on this artifact, whatever it is, it's only going to make them more powerful to the point where the war escalates and everything is destroyed. That includes the Underdark. Nothing will be spared.
Yeah.
I don't care what you have to do. Hold this demon lord off for as long as you can until we can figure something out.
She will say that our fair lady Lulth stays out of your blood war for the most part, so I don't know if we care if it spills over into the prime material plane, for she will protect us.
I would like Karen to make a will save, which she will pass because this is a garbage magic.
Well... no, she rolled a 12.
Yeah, that beats it.
Okay. Sorry, Jay. Sorry, Kaw.
Stupid DC of 10.
But I do like that Kaw just continually reaches into her robes and pulls out a different wand for the job. Fireball, secret, smiles.
Maybe she's got one of those rotating wand chambers.
It's like
that used to be.
You know, pirate bandoliers that have 6 pistols in them. She has that for wand.
Love it.
Navira will turn back to Karen and tell her, look, we've got a couple of leads about what exactly this artifact is, and maybe if we find out what it is and why it is here, we can find a way to protect it or maybe even use it against Orcus. So for now, I need you to stand over there and not eavesdrop. Navira doesn't believe it even as she says it. I'm going to talk to my associates. For a quick second. She pulls them over. She looks to them, she says, in as low a voice as she possibly can, look, I'm like this close to letting them be destroyed out of spite. If that didn't mean that the entire multiverse didn't get destroyed with it.
Yeah. I'm not sure how well that's gonna go over. How tend to have blood debts and that kind of thing. We got to make sure they're all dead if we're gonna leave them to rot. I mean, just saying.
I mean, I don't know if we could kill all of them. Your grandmother was kind of... Sorry, 1 second. I'm kind of fighting a sort of lower, not scale, but certainly lower octave battle against the forces of evil with this ritual. So, if we can just get this out of the way, then I'll have sort of more... I'll be more clear to think about this.
No, totally got it. Look, we can go back to the Obsidian Citadel and talk to the lady living there about what exactly this artifact is, why she's protecting it, and what it does. So that maybe we can find it and not give it to Orcus. And maybe even figure out the reason that he wants it so we can keep him from coming to get it. It would just be really, really bad if he got his hands on anything.
Well, if after I finish this, I can send a message to Brenor, let him know what the hell's going on.
That's right, you're investigating a job thing.
Somehow I seriously doubt that the Drow would let us bring a dwarven garrison into their city.
Oh yeah, no, that's big no.
That's seems like a very no.
Sources say no.
Abyssal migraine.
Oh yeah, those are a bitch. Look,
Tarbek on the back and takes her turn.
Let's just finish this up. And then if there are... I have a feeling that there are more of these around the Drow City. And maybe just tell them how to deal with this. In exchange, we will deal with the artifact. Is that...
Fine. No, if I have a description of the artifact, I actually... 1 second. Now that Kaw's taking her turn, I can think a little more clearly. Just looking up the stats for locate object real quick, seeing if I need to actually have seen the artifact. Oh! It says if it's familiar to me.
So yeah, if you had a description of it, you could use locate object on it.
Can I quickly send for one of those?
Sure.
What's it? The Undying one.
Yeah, I think it's Valtha.
Valtha the Deadent is what I have in my notes.
Yes. Yes, Valtha the Undying. So she will say... Let me scroll to where it is.
I actually don't have sending prepared right now. Whoops.
Okay.
I gotta be honest. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Let me just count. No, I don't have sending prepared.
Okay.
Sorry.
Will, the next time... Well, you're occupied for a decent amount of time anyway. You'll probably want to take a rest after this, re-prepare it, and then you can attempt to find it. It's getting real ominous looking out there. Okay.
Wonder why.
So... The matron mother will approach all of you, and she will offer brief commendations to the soldiers who stood and fought and say that their families have earned them, or they have earned their families great honor this day in defending their home. And one of them kind of raises his hand and says, "Matron Mother, there was something in the fight that seemed odd." She'll gesture and say, "Go on." "That there was a woman who could turn into a giant spider, and she seemed to have cursed, one of the guards." Get to your point, dude.
Can I make a religion check? Because
Sure.
I think I might.
Sure. And she will pause for a moment and say, what did Tarbek get on his religion check?
Can I give myself guidance?
Sure.
That is a 15, and I think Daniel might know what it is, but I don't know if Tarbek does.
15. Huh. 15. You're from the Underdark-ish.
I do speak Undercommon.
That description does match Lulth. And it would explain why Grandmother Spider could fight Orcus. The matron mother will kind of temple her fingers and say, "Yes, I'm sure Lulth works in mysterious ways, guardsman."
Question.
Or sometimes quite literally.
Can I just... That grandmother statement, was that... Or granddaughter statement, can I maybe infer if that was like a metaphorical thing, or if it was like...
Yeah, can we, several minutes later insight check that?
Sure.
I have a very good insight score. Okay,
I
that
know
is
you do,
a
So do I.
23.
23, okay.
Only a measly 19.
19, okay. Certainly all drow have a familial relationship to Lulth. However, it would probably be more appropriate if she called them son or daughter, not granddaughter. That is awfully specific.
Tarbek's looking like a blood vessel and his brain just burst. And he's just trying to
Yeah, Kaw's head is just, very sideways and just, has that look of just processing.
One of you's got to concentrate on Hallow.
We're sharing the load right now. There's a lot to take in.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, you know what Lou's Abyss comment meant. Good job.
So, as the guards are dismissed, the matron mother comes to you and says, "Thank you all. I know we still have some work to be done. I'll let the guards rest and bring fresh ones out in case Orcus tries this again. I don't think he will. It seems we had some assistance. I would not take Karen. Her name's just Karen now. I would not take Karen's words to heart. We will not give in to Orcus's demands. The simple notion is ridiculous. She holds little sway outside of her pathetic house's circles. I will deal with her. But perhaps it would be a good idea to find this artifact. You said you had some information about it, or you could find more information about it?
Yeah.
We're working on it.
Excellent.
I need another 24 hours and a glass of water if you have.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Does anybody have a towel? If you're still tripping in acid.
She will snap, and a servant will quickly... several servants will appear and start to towel you off, Navira. Just
Okay.
pat you dry. And then
She told off Karen while dripping in acid.
It's like, imagine, look, Navira's very good at that. She's still the most alpha in the room, well, just covered in demon vomit.
I mean, being covered in demon vomit is already kind of a power play.
Mm-hmm. But being a 6'1" tall tiefling in big old armor, also covered in demon vomit, certainly helps.
Yeah. So, are we going to time skip for the ritual, or?
yes. So the rest of the ritual takes the 10 hours and 59 minutes. And you both share the load appropriately. You've created this hybrid ritual of the Kenku and Dwarven creator gods.
Oh my god, so much alcohol.
Which version of Hallow would you guys like to do?
I think the team voted daylight.
Ah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I would really like the one where... Okay, guys, I hate to ruin everyone's fun, but
Yeah, the
maybe...
team voted daylight, but I think we're going to go with extra-dimensional interference.
I think that probably is a good idea.
Specifically, demons no more demons coming in and out of this place.
Okay.
I mean, it probably wouldn't be a good idea to piss off the drow even more, especially after we just told off the "let me ask your manager" lady.
I have to change her name in my notes. So the pit kind of calcifies, and now it just looks like a crater in the ground. So it still kind of has the gross ridges, but it's just stone now, and it does just look like a weird crater. It stops pulsating, all of that. No one's getting any bad vibes from it, and Tarbek and Kaw can sense that you have dimensionally shackled or locked this position.
I would like to, and this might be a bad idea, I'd like to take a torch and sort of drop it into the crater.
Okay. Yeah. When it hits the ground, it sputters slightly just because it gets some dirt and dust on it, but it continues to burn.
Okay, and there's nothing down there?
Nope.
All right,
Actually,
who wants to take a long rest in the demon pit?
Tarbek will snap his fingers and close it with stone shape. And then just shake his head.
We have a perfectly good house.
Navira is giggling.
Reply hazy. Try again.
So Gayle, I think we might need to talk about something.
Yes.
Like what?
What could you possibly want to talk about?
Maybe somewhere a little...
Again.
Maybe somewhere a little more private. It's kind of a family matter. Don't know how close you are with your birth parents. I make a big deal about the found family, what with me having all those adopted kids and whatnot.
Okay, let's go somewhere private before you say any more.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's probably
definitely.
a good idea.
Can I elect not in the drow house? There are probably a lot of open ears in there.
Absolutely.
I mean, we did kill most of them.
Yeah, but there were so many secret doors. I mean, for God's sakes, we eavesdropped. And we weren't even trying.
I'll be honest, in that way, the demon pit might have actually been safer because it blocks extra-dimensional travel.
We had a perfectly good sleeping pit, Tarbek. I mean, we did it all the time back in the hells.
Technically, 60 feet away from this pit is still extra-dimensional proof. So if we want, we could, build a house around the pit.
Navira is tired of not roughing it. You guys don't know what it's like.
Kaw lives in a wagon.
Yeah, but it's a nice wagon.
That's true.
It's got your disease.
So,
I slept in demon viscera.
Navira's gauge for what counts as roughing it is a little off from literally everyone else's.
If it doesn't like slowly mutate you, is it really roughing it?
Exactly.
If it doesn't give you the warp, is it really roughing it?
If I don't have to make will saves when I fall asleep and wake up, is it really roughing?
If you didn't carve a blood seal with the viscera of your enemies before you slept in it, is it really roughing it?
it's not, and you're soft.
A whole series of jokes. Oh my god. I'm okay with doing it in the drow house, honestly.
Kill me.
So your options: you could reopen the demon pit. You could go back to the drow house. You could try and catch the lava boat again to go somewhere else.
Kaw makes lava noises.
Yeah, we do need to go see that the Shadow Carly.
Yeah, maybe she'll let us stay the night.
She had a big house. Or a citadel.
True.
A full citadel.
It's big, it's empty. There you go.
It's big, it's empty, it's full of trap. I'm assuming there's more, but so far we've only found the one.
All your household amenities.
If your home does not have at least one pressure plate poison dart trap, do you really live there?
Who knows?
How do you know you're safe? Can you call it home?
Oh.
Okay.
Installs one strip line. No, this feels like a home.
It's like classic architecture.
Tarbek owns real estate. He should know this.
Exactly.
At the end of the 12 hours, the matron mother does come back and asks whenever you're ready to come get her in the Temple of Lolth. She understands you have some other tasks to see to and attend to, and you have to go find out about this artifact and all that stuff. But she does that Columbo thing where she says, "Oh, but one more thing," and she looks at Gayle and she says, "And what did you say the house, the export or import? What business does House Menzozeni deal in?"
You said it, imports and exports.
Interesting. So generic and vague. Of course. In the city of Menzo Barenzi, but it's a new house, you said.
Very new.
Very subtly cast an enhance ability. Not a thing I can do.
I mean, you have to touch Gayle, but you can.
I mean, I'm used to being in patting distance. I probably already am,
Okay.
so I'm going to. That's a perfectly normal thing between Kaw and Gayle.
Yeah.
Man, that's
I
late, doesn't
touch her once every hour.
Okay.
Reassuring, totally non-conspicuous bird comforting noises.
And I'm assuming the charisma one.
Charisma one.
Okay. Snake's tongue or whatever that one's called.
Gonna shore up this house of lies.
Do some renovations in the House of Lies.
And
Foundation needs some work.
Gayle says that with much more confidence and gusto, and the matron mother kind of squints her eyes, and she says, "Of course." No. Well, when all this is done, perhaps we can set up a contract between our houses. We often need to import and export things. Such a useful business that would be to have on our side.
I mean, we do have a lot of carts and boats that do need things to import and export. So, that would be beneficial.
Yes. Yes.
You ever heard of Teamsters? We're
No.
Teamsters.
You're Teamsters. Interesting. I'll have to look that word up later.
Define Teamster.
I'm trying very hard not to make a spider joke. Yes, so she will quite, and will eventually just walk away, kind of every once in a while, squinting back at you. Just
Yeah, I'll just give him a thumbs up.
yes,
Lady
quite.
Kaw's very good at nonchalant whistling.
It's hard with a bird beak, but yeah. She's heard it from the best, though, so she can do whatever she wants. Okay. Do you guys want to go back to the lava boat?
Yes.
Tarbek at some point will conspicuously say, "It's a good thing I was able to import all of the mithril and adamantine that I used to make your sword, Navira," and pretend like it's the most casual thing to say in the world.
Navira is just stoic, no expression, and if you look really close, she is also holding her breath.
Pat, pat, pat. Slowly walk to the boat.
Oh, it's not slow.
Clearly up
It's
to the
slow
boat.
up until we get to like the gate of the city.
Casual speed walk.
It's always inconspicuous when people do that.
Tarbek will tie his beard above. He'll do something to a really obvious disguise.
So he's got like a man bun now, but it's just his beard
Yeah,
tied
he
down?
ties it behind his. He ties it around his head so it makes it look like he has hair.
Okay. Okay. So as you guys approach the dock, you can see the boat made of gold and red dragon scales is sitting in the actual river part of the lava river. It's the steamy water part, and waiting for someone to need their services. And as you approach, the fire newts say, "They have returned! They have brought the Firebeard!"
Oh, that's right.
I tried to look up and see if I could cast Disguise Self on someone else. I can't. I'm sorry. I tried.
No, I brought this upon myself.
Firebeard and most honored guests, what can these humble servants of Imix do for you?
You can plug your ears until you cannot hear anything, and if you do hear anything, you will not say anything about it.
It is done, most holy warrior of the Firebeard.
Alright, we good. Let's go.
How
Wait,
are
hang
you
on.
in directions?
Oh, yes.
And also, we'd like to go to the Obsidian Citadel, please.
Of course, in silence. And we
Yes.
didn't hear that, but we did. We will do it at once.
There you go.
They start tone deafly singing a fire newt sailing song. A lava shanty.
Does it happen? Can we finally shanty on stream?
Sure. Kaw probably knows a
Okay, how
shanty.
much shanty am I allowed?
You can do whatever you want. This is Dungeons & Dragons.
I mean, on the scale of how much shanty am I allowed, the high end of that scale is me singing the entirety of Mariner's Refrain.
That's a very long shanty.
That is even without the musical interlude,
Yes.
6 minutes worth of shanty.
Yeah.
Let's roll a d10 for Shanty.
Roll for Shanty.
God damn it, I rolled an 8.
That's a pretty long shanty.
Yeah.
That's a 9.
Together, that's 17, so that's about as long as the Mariner's Revenge song.
What's the dwarven version of Gilligan's Island? Gilligar's rock.
Yeah, Gilligar's cave, maybe? Oh, boy.
Oh, his boat crashed, and then he walked home, because dwarves don't really do that whole sailing thing.
Boat crashed because it was never really in a river. It was just kind of like in a puddle in a cave.
Yeah, the boat crashed because it was a cart. He tried to...
Okay, so the fire newts take you down the river, and they have plugged their ears from you. Some of them are clearly trying to like do their ship's tasks without any hands, and if they think you're not looking, they'll quickly like do something with their hands and then put their fingers back in their ears.
Honestly, we probably could have just spoken Undercommon.
What would you guys like to do? Do you want to wait till you get to the Obsidian Citadel, or do you want to talk now?
Right back and you'll hear a tale of a faithful trip.
Da-da-da.
It started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour.
A 3-hour tour.
Marty, that was...
There's a fire newt wearing a blue polo. One wearing a red sweater with a kerchief.
Oy. No, this is perfect.
Um,
This is all I wanted from this show.
Okay. You guys pass the various sunken shrines. The one that Tarbek re-raised, the Kawatoa shrine with all the burning Kawatoa, and you pull back up to the Obsidian Citadel. And the fire newts very loudly shout over their plugged ears, "Obsidian Citadel!"
All right, you can unplug your ears now. It was nice.
We shall wait for the
Thanks.
Firebeard's return.
We appreciate your discretion
Thank
and
you.
your blind devotion.
You may rely on it.
You are most welcome, Sword of the Firebeard.
I mean, technically, yeah.
Cannot predict now.
All right.
All
So are
right.
you guys going to address the elephant in the room now? Or...
I mean, okay. Well, the moment we get inside, I think it's time that we have a sort of sit Gayle down, have a nice talk.
I mean, you guys can. I'm kind of indifferent about this whole thing.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm a little different too.
So, do you know who that lady was?
It isn't that hard to figure it out.
No. My reply is no. My sources say no. Outlook not so good.
Mostly talking to Gayle, but yeah, it's... I don't know if it's... I don't know necessarily if it was, you know, the Spider Queen herself, but most likely, at the very least, an avatar thereof.
Okay.
I was gonna just pull out her drawing she did after the dream she had and just kind of like fold it until just Gayle's segment is visible and just hold that thaumaturgy animated again.
Oh my
What?
God.
You guys think I'm gonna turn evil or something?
Oh, no, not that part. The part that we're worried about is your grandmother may be an avatar of the Spider Queen, of demons and spider.
Yes.
I don't know if grandmother is like... I've never heard that term used as a slang for half-drow among... But I don't... Look, I want you to know you're still our friend, and we still appreciate you very much. We still love you very much. You're still a part of this team. But at the same time, you know, if you ever want to talk about it, not every day, you know, you find out that you're descended from avatar of an evil goddess, so if there's something you need to get off your chest or something you want to tell us, you know.
No, I'm kind of in the dark along with you guys. I didn't know I had a grandmother. Well, at least a grandmother on my dad's side until just now. So there's that.
Well,
I mean, welcome to the club of evil matron goddess. So she'll hold up her hand for a high five.
Gayle will high five back.
Why is no?
I mean, they're all coming to collect at some point.
well, Kaw, at least your family's nice.
Yes.
My sources say no. Well, actually, no, your immediate family's nice. No, we're good. We're good.
Is this...
Look, not everyone can have a really nice adopted family, okay, Tarbek?
Well, I mean, look, my immediate family's not exactly in the greatest places, but we don't need to get into that right now. That's a subplot.
Maybe we don't need to get into Gayle's thing now. I mean, yeah, it is kind of a bombshell.
It just seems very relevant given the current circumstances.
Not really.
All right, then.
I'd argue that actually it is, considering we are in the Underdark, and she did just show up to help us fight a demon lord. But, you know, with someone who has experience with this kind of thing, you are not beholden to her if you don't want to be. That is your decision to make. So,
I'll be honest, beholden is not a term I'd use to describe Gayle in basically any context. I don't think we have to worry about that.
Precisely.
Absolutely.
Cool. So let's ignore this and go talk to the spooky elf lady.
I don't know if you can go ignoring this kind of thing forever, but
what have we been doing with me this entire time, man?
Yeah.
I don't know. That had a pretty explosive confrontation, if I do recall correctly.
Yeah, exactly, because we went on ignoring it for a little while. So,
yeah, let's go talk to what's-her-face.
We'll deal with this later.
The Undying.
Dead.
Okay. So, you all avoid the trap again, walk up the stairs. You can see the door is cracked open again, and Valtha the Undying is once again looking over her scrying mirror. And she turns to look at all of you, and she says, well, excellent work in the city. I've been spying.
Yes.
Perfectly fair.
She says, it got a little intense in there. Are you all right? Do you need a place to rest?
Wait, did we not take a long rest during the... I guess we wouldn't have.
No.
I don't think it's an 8-hour lava boat.
No, not during the lava boat ride. I mean, that 11 hours might have given Gayle and I a chance to rest up a little bit, but if we didn't want to, then...
Yeah, if you wanted to stand guard or anything.
Yeah, I would think that's what we did.
Okay.
So, I mean, I am down half my hit points.
She will say, the Obsidian Citadel is yours to stay and do with as you wish. I know it's perhaps the good to get out of a city with so many eyes.
Absolutely.
Biter joke, unintentional. And yeah, she'll say, feel free to take a rest. I'll be in here if you need me, or if you want to talk now or when you wake up.
I feel like you should take a rest, but there is one big thing that we feel like you should know, and that there is a drow with questionable influence and importance who has been campaigning to give the demon Orcus the artifact.
That's a
Her name
terrible...
is Karen.
Karen. That's a dumb drow name. She'll say, well, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, we told her that.
Do you think she has any
Explicitly.
real influence in this city?
We were assured that she wasn't, but I don't trust that at all.
She says, well, I will have to keep my eyes on this Karen.
Also, if you could give me a detailed description of the artifact. I don't know if you intend to dig it up again,
Or
but...
its name, especially if it is what you would call legendary.
Let's see. She says it is... Let me see if I can quick Google a picture so I can describe it to you guys.
Oh, good, it's Googleable.
Descriptions. Okay. She will say it is called the Guardian's Tear.
Guardians what?
Tear, as in like crying tears.
Ah.
And that it is a gemstone that looks like a tear. It is 1 foot long, and at its base it is 8 inches. It's got a kind of lightly blue surface that looks perfectly polished, and would often have kind of brief flashes of images in it. But she says that's the general description of it, and it is a very powerful artifact.
And if we were to find this artifact, what would we do with it?
She says, if you bring it to me, I can make sure it is safe in the Shadowfell.
I'd like to roll an insight check.
Sure.
Whoop, drop. That is a 25.
Okay, you believe she is being sincere to her knowledge. She believes it would be safe in the Shadowfell.
Okay.
Let me know when I have my 5th level spell.
Okay.
Alright. If we're bad at placing bets, Orcus versus the Raven Queen, I'm going to bet on the Raven Queen 10 times out of 10. But, anything can happen.
What exactly does this artifact do?
She says, it's... I'm sorry, that was a very long crack of thunder. Let's see. She says it's like a distilled drop of raw magic. It's like part of the weave itself. If you become attuned to it, you are always under the effect of a non-detection spell. No divination magic would work upon it, which Tarbek may preclude your attempting to locate objects.
Yeah, that wouldn't.
And you could use it to cast Dispel Magic on yourself to dispel magical effects that had been cast on you. And sometimes it would just randomly spurt off like a magic surge, as if like a wild mage sorcerer was using it. Yeah, and occasionally would also, much like a beholder's anti-magic eye, occasionally a dead magic field would appear around it. It was a very chaotic artifact.
And I'm assuming there's no way in hell that a locate object spell would work on it.
She would say it's very unlikely given its nature to dispel magic and act as kind of a baffle for divination spells. And she says if Orcus were to get something like it, he can use it for rituals to attack the weave itself, because it is essentially a distilled part of Mystra.
Wow. I mean, like, I read the backstory for this item, and it's pretty fucking wild. But yeah, this is a problem.
Okay.
Well, it's good to know.
Still gonna try casting Legend Lore about it when I get my spell slot.
Okay.
Good choice.
Yeah.
So let's go take an anxiety long rest after learning all that shit.
Woo, long rest.
Long rest.
She will say that she wishes she could be of more help, but the nature of the artifact makes it hard to locate. Even when they had a bead on it and it was like kind of kept safe, it would occasionally just like spark in and out of existence. She says she will do everything she can to help you find it, but the drow will not let her set foot in the city. She's had too many negative encounters with them. But yeah, she will help you in whatever way she can. So yeah. And then you guys want to take a long rest?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes.
So you all take a long rest?
Yeah, I'm gonna send out some emails after this. Some send mails.
Okay. Do you want to do that before we wrap up, or do you want to think about them?
I don't know sending prepared.
Okay, right. Do you want to, when you wake up, do you want to cast them right away, or do you want to think about it and do it at the beginning of next episode?
I'll do it at the beginning of the next episode, because
excellent.
we're almost out of time.
Okay. So with the long rest, that's where we will end it. Outros and plugs. Daniel.
Hi, I'm Daniel. I'm sick. You can catch me sometimes on Sunday for Horrible Barovia Time. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to put Asmodeus and Associates on hiatus, but it was a lot of fun while it lasted. Sorry. There's a lot of work to write.
Okay.
Writing a custom module and working a job, like life happens.
Yeah. Anyways, anyone got slightly more happy plugs?
Liz.
Hi, I'm Liz. You can follow me on Twitter where I just posted this little lady. Our friend
Smells like
Soup.
barf.
Yeah, smells like barf. I got it from Soup, our resident artist and good person to be. So you can go see it and give her commissions and do all that stuff.
Jay.
Hi, I'm Jay. You can follow me on Twitter if you would like for some reason, even though there's not a whole lot of reason to quite yet.
And Mira.
Hi, I'm Mira. You can follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at Birds and Nerds. I probably will not be posting a whole lot of art in the coming weeks, given that my schedule is about to get incredibly crazy. But that's okay. You can see all the art that I have posted. Some for this show, some for other Laughing Dragon Inn shows. And also, I do still have commissions open. If you are interested in that, the information is on both of my pages, so you can check that out.
Awesome.
Yay.
I'm Andy Hatton. At Andy Hatton on Twitter is a good place to find the schedule for this and everything that's coming up. Working out what we're doing on Monday. It's probably not going to be Not Barovia because I haven't had time to write it. But I have an idea for what the next 2 Mondays will be. I just have to confirm with someone scheduling, and I'll try and do that tonight. Wednesday is Spelljammer's back, Star Chasers. They're going to meet a queen, and it's going to be great. Probably. Who knows? Yeah, and that's it. Have a good night.
Are they going to meet the Demon Queen as spiders?
Probably not, but maybe.
And learn they're related to her pretty directly.
Yeah, I think one stream is
Like
good
we're
for that.
talking direct descended.
Look, we don't know anything yet. Lol's going to ask for a paternity test. That's not true. She introduced herself. Anyway, have a good night, everybody.